What is good? Um, yeah, just noticing tunes are offline. Oh, a little bit of tune action here coming in. Okay. So, we are here at London Open, guys. And so let's have a little recap because we were trading on stream Asia. And yeah, basically what happened was around this consolidation period, I decided to catch up on some sleep. I was definitely a little bit tired and don't want to be trading whilst tired. So I decided to catch some sleep, looking for London to see if we had the big moves happen in London. And we got some juicy price action downwards. My predictions played out, although I was looking for a reversal of this liquidity grab. It came down twice, and now we've had this huge consolidation range. We've got a really juicy liquidity pool here, which is above this triple top. As you can see, we are gunning for it currently. And yeah, I mean, there might have been an attempt here to try grab this double top liquidity before coming down, but the 50 EMA probably slowed it down. It was quite extended. That leg had already moved 50 pips. So I think market makers might have been gassed out. Again, there would have been another additional group of sellers coming into the market after seeing a triple top here and a bounce off the 50 EMA. So right now, this is a juicy pot of delicious liquidity that I'm sure market makers are dead set to get their eyes on. We're only 15 pips away from it, and this long-legged candle here is showing a fucking erect penis for taking out some sellers and getting in on their position. So let's just quickly take an overview of what's happening here on the 5-minute. We've had our big leg up. We have not only taken out this double bottom liquidity here, but we have also taken out this low that created this nearly 200 pip move on Friday. So that was the Asia low. And so, yeah, previous day low has just acted as a bit of support for the London session. We've wicked it as well, haven't we? We have totally wicked the previous day Asian low. So right now, market makers got themselves a whole bunch of buy side liquidity. There's a whole bunch of sell side over here. And we're creating FEGs all over the place, showing a lot of volatility in the marketplace. And all whilst Dixie is just consolidating. We've had very little movement here on Dixie. That's pretty much the whole of Asia is consolidating, whilst here on gold we were running for liquidity. So what are our moves? What are our trade opportunities here? And yeah, what are we going to look out for? Okay, well, the truth is we've got somewhat of a bearish sentiment still. We are underneath the 21 daily moving average. We have found a lot of resistance at the 21 daily. We had this huge leg down showing us that this little bull run had ended. We're either in two states really right now. We're either in a consolidation or we're still bearish, and this was just accumulation ready to go down to the next leg. We're bearish on the dollar, which shows that, obviously that means it's bullish on the gold. And we haven't really seen that much weakness just yet on the dollar. This is a bit of a pullback, to be honest. Yeah, we've just broken above the 5-minute 50, and we're testing the 200, and there's a 15-minute 200 over here. So, we break above this, we're definitely bearish on the dollar, and there will probably be some big moves. Our first sign that we're going to be moving lower is when Dixie basically taking out this high and finding some sort of comfortability between the 5 minute 200 and the 15 minute 200. So these are definitely clear trend indicators, and will help guide our decision making process. In the short term, what have we got? We've got quite a little bit of liquidity here on Dixie. Nothing to write home about because there's been no impulses. Although we have just taken up some sell side liquidity here. But again, with regards to gold, gold is not like strictly correlated to the dollar. The dollar definitely influences at times the gold's price as it's gold dollar, but gold tends to have a lot of its own wiggle room. So we take the Dixie knowledge, we take a little pinch of salt with it, and then we carry on. The main indicator in terms of preference that we're going to be using for layering confidence to entering a trade is going to be liquidity and overall sentiment. Because we're scalping, we don't necessarily need to be having any prejudice. But obviously, if we're scalping in trend, we can be a bit more ambitious with our take profits. That's the only difference, really. So we just want to be really in a bearish trend. We just want to just take A+ setups that give us a good risk to reward and get out as soon as possible. And then in the bearish trend, in terms of taking sells, we just want to take out where obvious sellers are getting taken out, and continuing on the trend. So in terms of today's setup, we've got sellers that are armed to the teeth over here, trying to get in on this. And obviously, a move where we take out that liquidity and continue coming down. So what we want to see is a nice little reach up into this point, maybe some consolidation, a little impulse down, then grab the liquidity, continue down. There's many ways in which that whole narrative can happen. We could predict a million different ways. So let's just basically see how price action reacts to this area. We'll also, if we're entering this liquidity area, we're going to be retesting the 15-minute 200 EMA. So that's going to be another position where a lot of sell side liquidity or just sells are going to be stepping into the market. So yeah, that's basically our little analysis of today. What else are we looking for? We've obviously created a bit of liquidity here in Asia. Asia highs are bloody miles away, but because we could be in this interesting range, there's a possibility that we could be just taking out all sorts of people in the market. So there's a good chance, if we just get sideways movement in Dixie, we'll probably come up and just take out all of this bearish activity here, take out all these stops. And that's currently looking like what the Dixie's up to. Some sideways action, nothing too exciting. Haven't seen some big impulses just yet. Okay, so right now we've created a very strong bearish sentiment, and we all know that means that sellers are getting roped into the market, which means they're getting trapped. That's what it means. So in terms of the sell side here, we had this double top, we had sellers entering here. Cool, we're going to break. We broke structure. Maybe that was the moment where we had a few sellers go, okay, cool. They entered in early. We had this triple top, and then we have some more sellers entering in here. But we've kind of had a double bottom at this point. But the truth is we're still making lower highs, higher lows. So yeah, we just got to keep an eye on those higher lows. Okay. Yeah, well, this shit's fucking cold. Horrible. All good. So, yeah, I think something that I've basically noticed in returning to the charts here, seeing that I had, some really good trades lined up. I mean, I had at least 60, 70 pips worth of trades um, that I predicted would happen and happened. And so, what every trader will have to deal with in these situations where you correctly predict market behavior and then you leave your terminal and it all goes in hand is interesting. It's definitely, it was noticing, it's not necessarily some FOMO, but there's some sort of like defeatist sort of or unluckiness one can start to feel. And that's just a really poor attitude to get into. And the other thing is like this feeling of loss of having missed out a move can definitely just correlate straight to greed. One, you get this sense of overconfidence, like you know what the hell you're doing, you called it and it happened. And so you become a little looser about your confluences and your decisions that you need to make. And so you end up jumping in trades to try and almost compensate for what was lost. The mindset that really helped me continue just keeping a level head in these situations is just by recognizing the market has infinite, endless opportunities. Okay, and this game is a process-driven game. It really is. And so what I'll do is like, okay, I was tired. Let me look at the reasons why I was tired and wasn't able to continue waiting it out on in the marketplace. And let me sort out those core things. I got a little sick over the weekend. I had some travels I needed to do, so not much I could have done about that. I mean, I was drinking gingers and all sorts of, elixirs to get myself back in order again. But it just seems like I'm on the tail end, and I wake up early, and by the time it hits 11 o'clock, I've already done like 4 or 5 hours of work. So, yeah, it's definitely hard to find a solution for that. I think I've just got to either just throw that one out to just being on the tail end of some sickness, so it won't happen usually, or I need to maybe try to do less in the morning so I have more energy for the charts. I mean, those are my two solutions. The other is just to go, okay, cool. Infinite correction, infinite improvement is also unrealistic. At some point, you should just recognize that there are limitations to your ability to show up. Because, life, being human. And, take those missed opportunities. It's just what they are, just missed opportunities, Just recognize, though, it's like when we make these decisions to walk away from charts because, hey, it might be ranging and we don't know, we need to really confidently accept that that we could just miss the biggest move of our life in that moment. We need to rest and then go, okay, cool. You know what, man? Am I so tired that if I miss the biggest opportunity in my life right now, I won't regret it? So, yeah. And the other thing I can think of improving in terms of my process was just that hour closed and we saw the impulse straight after that hour. What else? What are the telltale signs we saw here? I mean, we had these equal highs, tick, 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 tick. We had this huge FVG created. It went all the way down to the bottom. That was a juicy FVG. Just probably a little under my parameters for, wow. Oh yeah, it's a 2 FVG. That's why it didn't show up there. But yeah, look at that, juicy one. And then a pullback right to the 50 and our big move down. Again, that's a risky situation. After a tight consolidation like that, we really want to see a little wick take out the move before we feel confident to get into it. But yeah, right now we just had sellers rocking the game. We had buyers trying to pull back here. We had a pullback straight to the 5-minute 200 and continuation. We found some level of support here, um, around the 2026, and it just broke through pretty quickly. I mean, it did take 45 minutes, maybe an hour even, to get through that support. Asia does move slow, but as we broke through the 15 minute, we definitely had an increase in volume, as I'm sure we can see here. Bam, traders were getting involved for sure. I think that was a lot of people's, a lot of traders were very interested in this particular moment, and I guess we can understand why, because this was the obvious 15-minute, 30-minute, 1 hour lower high that just got broken. So our change of character very much happened there, which is why the increased volume happened. Any indications or markers set up by other traders would have been triggered there. So when we also look, we broke through and then retested that change of character. That test of the change of character was testing this lower high and the 15-minute 200. So this is definitely a crunch period, but one can also say that this area right here is a very because there's a lot of traders getting involved, means there's a lot of liquidity on the table, and if there's a lot of liquidity on the table, it means there's a trade to be made. So this is our point of control here. So this is where we are making the most amount of volume here on the 22.9. And it's pretty even Steven. So although this looks kind of choppy, it's actually quite a range, quite a controlled range. Look at these highs being controlled very neatly, these lower highs being controlled very neatly. We've had obviously some extensions below, creating some narrative, but maybe showing us what the actual fundamentals are up to here. So I'm still bearish, and again, like this very well could have been a failed attempt to try and grab this liquidity, and sellers very much might be in the market, in control here. And as we're seeing, we're getting a bit of a wedge formation here on Dixie, showing us that Dixie is ready to come back up again. We've got some resistance for Dixie to get through in order for it to be flying, but right now we're showing quite a bearish sentiment. So what is really going to show us that this is the case? I mean, this to me is a bit of a red flag here. A very interesting point, because we've just made this lower high with a strong wick. So there was an impulse up. It was just obviously trying to reach at some point. And again, like, look at the hard stop that we had here on the 5-minute 50. So yeah, I think I'm just a little late to recognizing this structure here, because we are definitely getting our move down. Yeah. Anyway, interesting how I'm calling that out, and as I've seen it, it's starting to really dump off there. Just a few moments behind the move, but again, to keep that mindset spot on and not FOMO-y, what we're going to do is we're great. It's always it's a great thing that there's movement coming into the market, because what that's doing is creating opportunity for the patient, and creating opportunity by simply what a lot of movement means is that traders are committing to trades, and if traders are committing to trades, traders are making themselves vulnerable to losing. When traders make themselves vulnerable to losing, that's when we like to get in. The wolf mentality here, people. Let's take a look at these 5-minute candles here. Nice FEG of this 5-minute here, but it's getting shut down pretty quick. Let's see how this candle closed. We still have a bit of time. FEG, but dope. We've got 3.5 minutes. Yeah, probably not gonna hold up, but we'll just keep an eye on that anyway. Another FEG created here. That's getting eaten up pretty quick. So the truth is, where are we going? Where's our targets below? We are fundamentally just weak. I mean, look at this. No liquidity. Excuse me. Wow. If this price action breaks below here, hello, um, there is a lot of empty space below this region. We got 75 pips. So getting into a sell here, letting this move play out. We have got an FEG here on the 5 minute. What does that look like on the 15? Nice FEG on the 15 that hasn't been rebalanced properly. So I mean, we've got that. We've got this little point of support and resistance, which is. Let's take a little look. See. 2018. Okay, yeah, there is a interesting little area here. I don't think it's anything to write home on. It did act as support as we broke through on this big FEG. Anyway, so yeah, I mean that's definitely a moving stop to zero sort of point if we were in a sell, little area of caution. Nice pullback. Is this us getting in on this move here? Yeah, look at that. I mean, that was a nice pullback to this FEG, as if I thought we would have been able to get up there. Yeah, I mean, although this could very much continue down, I just haven't seen sellers eat shit in a while. These sellers had a good time, great time. They're also doing all right. So we've had, sellers are doing all right now. And I don't want to just jump on when everyone's, already in the thick of it. We've had some sellers be in for about 5-6 hours with really no hairy moments, which is, that time will come. And right now the narrative is so strong on the sell side. Like I noticed my greed of wanting to get in and start looking at the juicy fucking profit potential of going all the way down, which is ripe opportunity, because I'm not the only person that spotted a triple top with a lower high off the end of it, strong rejection off the 50. This narrative is way too clean, although this represents just weak buyer strength right now, and showing us the sellers are in control. I'm not entirely convinced. Oh no, I'm not entirely convinced at all. So, patience. Ooh, look at that. We're breaking up above the 200. We are bearish. 120% bearish here. The question is how we're going to play our cards. Are these buyers exhausted? Look at them. They're struggling. I mean, how far are we away from this? 25 pips is just not that much. We've got to basically flood the market with orders to get a $2 change in the price. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely orders being collected in here for the sell side. I'm one of them. I want to be in. Again, I mean, if you wanted to go for a swing trade opportunity, I recommend something like that, on a 40 pip situation. Let's see what that looks like on a 5 minute. And yeah, we go for these lows. It's 2.3 to 1. Yeah, it's not the strongest liquidity pool, let's face it. We could be going all the way down to these lows. Retest the lows. That's a 3.81, and Our stop is above immediate, it's a mass liquidity pool. Bearish thing sentiment is pretty much confirmed. We've had a change of character there. This change of character is not really confirmed. We're still in London Open here, so anything could happen. Could be left behind. Not to worry, but basically, this is not the time to be getting in. I'm not a swing trader. Yeah, if there was swing trades to be had, this would be a pretty good setup, but it's not what I do. Continuing down. Maybe it was exhaustion. I mean, either way. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, this is really juicy looking stuff. What does this look like on the 15 minutes? We've got bam bam wick, nice big candle coming down. We can take off that nonsense. That FEG just got filled on the 5 minutes entirely. Got a bit of a internet issue here, guys. 1 second. I don't know why I'm talking to guys. There's no one here. It's just fucking me. I'm in a room with myself having a conversation. You know what? Fuck it. We're having a good old time over here, man. Hey, guy. Yeah, guy. Yeah, shit's going all right, man. Okay. Got some double bottoms here. On the 5 minute, what we got here? Just crunch time. Oof, that was a juicy candle on the 5 minute there. Look at that. Juicy, juicy. Bam. Golfing. Not so much. Look at that candle. No wick top, no wick bottom. Wonder what we're doing from there. No wick top, very little wick bottom. That whole FEG got filled. Juicy FEG for that first rejection of the 1 hour 200. Yeah, liquidity's all fucking chumped. Oh, this top side is just primo. You know, buyers are just gonna be, struggling to enter at this point. And if you are a market maker looking for rope buyers, then what would you be interested in doing? I guess, yep. This is what I'm talking about. Let's make some moves up, people. Oh, we just bounced off the 15 minute 200 on the Dixie. I want to see a nice retracement to the 50 and a continuation up. And this is our opportunity right now for the market makers to come take this liquidity and then push it down again. So there you go. We might get a little setup here. Nice. I like this candle. Yep. And obviously the Dixie ain't moving that much, but they're using this momentum, the bounce off the 15-minute 200 to reach for the sky. We've got so many fuckers trapped right now. Let's see how aggressively they're able to get taken out. And again, so this gives us an opportunity, even if they fail to take it out, this is a very obvious moment in which, an attempt is being made. So let's see who wins this battle. So what you guys reckon? When I say you guys, I just mean me, of course. Yeah. What are the probabilities? I think I'd say an 80% probability we're gonna take them out. That's they're not gonna have that much strength to stop the wicking from happening. Now the question just matters if we're bouncing off the 50, little resistance for the third time. Yeah, look at that. We're getting a lot of price action here on the 50. Sellers are, they're trying to hold the line here for sure, and that's understandable. They don't want these fuckers to be getting in and taking out their stops, huh? So loading it up again on the 50 would be the solution to protect your positions. Yeah, and let's see, we're trying to break the low of that last 1 minute candle, and managing to do so. Got a few FVGs popping off all over the place here. Are we gonna break this low? 2023. We get below the 2023s, we're probably gonna be filling this whole gap. So okay, the buy is still pushing. They're throwing some fucking big money into this move. Man, that rejection was so clean off that 50 EMA. It literally just on the fucking dot pivoted. That's a lot of strength for the sellers, And again, like, we are struggling to make that second leg. You can see it's coming in, trying. We really want to see this candle do quite well. 7 seconds. Okay, so it's the next candle that's really going to be the measure. If we break below, there's a good chance that we're going to continue going short. And this was a failed attempt. Yeah. We are breaking lower. Yeah, it's a failed attempt. So what would this position look like? But yeah, I've missed my entry. Look at that, we're cleaning all the way up here. There's a 3-to-1 trade still opportunity to jump in here. I think I'm just gonna have a bit of patience. I think these buys could still do something here. Turn off my fair value gap indicator quickly so I can see price action a bit clearer. Yeah, we're not done. So I'm not getting trapped, not with that much liquidity above. There's just no real point in which I've known that they failed, you know? So how am I going to absolutely know that these bulls have failed to take out this liquidity? Right now, I mean, we're getting all the signs, I'm sure, on the TDI showing that this is getting weaker and weaker. That's not the TDI. Boom, boom. Oh, it's not necessarily showing weakness on the TDI in terms of RSI strength. We are at that 50 point, showing us that, you know, this is a significant resistance level. Because if we're truly bearish, the bears will hold this with all their fucking might, which we're seeing. Here we go. We got our second attempt here. This is the second leg of this push. I guess that would be a really strong indication. Is a third leg fail. If the third leg fails to make highs, we can confidently get in, and you know, just watch our stop in case it wants to continue coming up higher. So that's definitely our move right there. Let's see how many legs. So second leg is failing, looking very weak on the second leg. Equal highs. Again, rejection off the 50. You know, I've got my trade open here in the market order. As there's no real FEG that I'm trying to enter off, so off. Again, I mean, we've got like a 5-to-1 trade set up here. It was a 10-to-1 to be honest, to try to get these lows with the stop just above the 50 EMA. So that's a real sniper entry. I mean, the odds are really good, but yeah, let's just keep watching. Keep watching. Still in our second leg here. Dixie, what you up to? Downward move in the Dixie, showing again this bump resistance. But we're going to be bouncing off the 200 now. So, you know, yeah, this weakness is continuing. I think this is a failed attempt. I'm entering the trade. Oh shit, it's not letting me enter. Getting jammed here. Algo trading was not switched on for this, for my magic keys. Oh, slow out time. Oh, probably a good thing. It's coming up still. Yeah, third time. This is the fourth test of this 5-minute 50 EMA, man. Wow. We've also made equal highs here. And so this is like pre-Asia open on the Dixie. Oh. Nice consolidation. Hard wall over here. Man, these guys are getting tired, bro. Really. I mean, if they're so close, all it takes at this point is just flooding the market with some orders. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my guns here. I don't think they're exhausted just yet. Go on, Bulls. You can do it. Go punish these people. Come on. Punish all of them, man. Boom, 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 boom. Major resistance. Boom. Low, high. High, low. look at this ascending wedge we got here. Huh? Just showing a breakthrough imminent. There it is. There it is. We're running on that liquidity, people. Let's go. There's nothing holding this down. This thing wants to cruise up now. There we go. We're 10 pips. Let's go. We want to see some movement. We want to see it swipe. We want to see it climb the hell up. And then we want to see some resistance. And then we want to enter in for a juicy trade. Alright, moment's coming. Juicy, that's what we're talking about. 10 second. Okay, we've got these equal highs. We are just a matter of pips away from serving a whole bunch of people a mean breakfast, yeah? In London. Oh. Ba-dum bum bum. Let's go. Why slow down there? Let's go. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, this is why I want to try to get this order book situation set up, because I'm just flying blind here. Order books would be amazing right about now. I've just been looking into this FXSSI order book situation, but you can't run it on Mac. I'd need to purchase a Windows PC just to run that software. Or I tried figuring out a wine thing, but it didn't quite work out. Yeah, we're looking good here, people. A little rest, a little continuation. So we're getting a whole bunch of people selling at resistance. Oh, juicy juice. Coming all the way up here, people. Oh, so that would have been close to our time to entry. Where do we really want to enter? We know that this thing moves 2 pips above on most occasions. So we are looking somewhere around here for a limit order. So let's just open calc. Are we happy to go in on this? Yeah, open calc book. We do market pending. We go somewhere up here. The stop loss there, all the way down. So we can open that trade. Where is it at? 2025.06, 2025.06. At that point, then, if we're going higher than that, we're probably taking out more than we bargained for. Might reach a little bit, but so let's just keep things open and keep things ready. We need to attack in the moment's right. Is this a considered? We haven't really taken that liquidity. There's very little spread on the market right now. You know, that 2.5 area is 2024 835. 2024. That guy would be in. I'm just gonna open up that trade, and if we hit that okay, we're locked into this trade, and we're locked out instantly. Yeah, we're racing up. What is this saying here? Quite a big move, bouncing off the 15 EMA. We've just taken out a huge amount of liquidity. We want to see our move coming down. I'm just going to open up the Coke. We'll have a second shot at this. We could definitely still do well with this move. No biggie. Second time's a charm. We've only got one other chance to get in on this. Let's just zoom in and watch this candle. Is it finding resistance? How many seconds? Okay, that Boom, candle ended, so we're on our next candle here. Boom, we're finding weakness here. This candle's showing an exponential slowdown. Keep watching it. Let's see resistance. We want to see a little bit more. Yeah, that's nice. Rejection there. I'm in. No, I didn't want to sell limits. I'm not sure what's going on, to be honest. Apparently I've got all my trades. My equity is still good on this account. Wow, we're fucking cruising up higher. Okay, we're grabbing 200 EMA. Where's our next little point of liquidity? There's a little bit of liquidity up here. And what Stixie's saying? Nothing. We're just on a liquidity hunt on a fucking big one. There's a chance we can come up here, but I really want in on this action here. And can we take the mark pending off? Okay. Why can't I open trades? This is really not good here, people. Journal. No money. Apparently my position's too big. Stop too small. What is going on? My account's doing some fucking weird shit. Unable to make trades right now, guys. So I'm just gonna close the stream and sort out some fundamentals. Hopefully we'll still be able to get into this action here.